Hello, everybody out there, and welcome back here with the future once again to another showcase and review. And today I have a special showcase and review of my friend, the action figure Jedi Thaddeus's collection of mint on card DC Direct or DC collectibles figures. They were formerly known as DC Direct from 1998 to 2012, and the figures I have here are from various years and waves, but they are tallied up from the years 2002 to 2008 from what I could research on the net. They are from the lines of DC Direct Kingdom Come, the first appearance line, and the Justice League sub-series, the Alex Ross series of action figures. They're all mint on card. I'm very happy that he allowed me to take a look at this collection of mint on card figs. I've been telling him for a while, and I've had these for a while now to do, but haven't got around to it yet. So I'm so happy, being a big action figure collector and a big superhero Marvel DC fan. I couldn't wait to take a look at these DC Direct action figures that he gave me to check out. I really haven't got a real close look at all of them yet. I know what's in here, but this ought to be fun checking them all out. So big ups to the action figure Jedi Thaddeus, and let's take a look now at the mint on card DC Direct action figures here, the collection my friend Thaddeus gave me to check out. Let's check it out, guys. All right, everybody, so here is the overall collection that he gave me. He gave me this tote full of figures. These are the Alex Ross Justice League sub-series set here. Or it's not the set, but it's the figures from the set, or the series that they did. Here is the first appearance series from DC Direct. And as I said, these range from 2002 to 2008. And here's the Kingdom Come series, which is really cool. I really want to get my friend Action Figure Jedi Thaddeus. He knows more about the entire overall story. There's a little bit of a write-up on the side of that whole deal that we'll get into here soon. There's a couple more that they're sitting on, as you can see. Really, really amazing looking figures by DC Direct, now known as DC Collectibles. I said 98 to 2012 they were known as DC Direct, but they are now known as DC Collectibles. But yeah, the Kingdom Come first appearance and Justice League sub-series, Alex Ross. Let's dive into them right now. I think we're going to start out with the Justice League series, the Alex Ross series, who is an amazing artist that they sculpted these figures after, designed by Alex Ross. So you cannot beat that at all. And that's pretty much, I mean, he's a big fan of Alex Ross's work. So he definitely had to pick these up. What is cool on the back here, though, he doesn't have this one. There's the Scarecrow. I would really like to get that Scarecrow. But other figures you see here from the line as well. And as you can see on the back here, designed by Alex Ross. Justice League, sculpted by Mike Lacasio. The Justice League, America's most intense battle ever fought, with the stakes so high it's beyond imagining. Series 6 here. This is a Series 6 figure. Batman, Green Lantern, Armored, and Hawkgirl, and Scarecrow. I don't think he has Scarecrow in here. But also available, they have the other figures from Series 1 through 5 there. And also coming soon, it says Series 7 there. So I don't have these in any order. It says collect them all, of course. And you can see there, all figures include their own base and feature multiple points of articulation. Each figure sold separately. There's your DC Direct logo down there to the right. And all your little copyrights and stuff there. But really cool packaging for these. They're basically, you know, all the same, except the artwork on the back of the box pictures different figures on there. Here we have the armored Green Lantern, though, and it says he was trapped in a space void, only kept alive by his power ring. Now that Hal Jordan is back, he's the only one who can repel the mind control of the villains, and he has a score to settle. So a really wicked looking Alex Ross, version of Green Lantern in armor. Armored Green Lantern. You see there it says collector action figure, your choking hazard warning down there, 14 and up of the ages. DC Direct there to the right. Up top is that same artwork off the back of the action figures and the Justice League logo there. Really cool. These are all mint on card, though. You can see the stand there in the back is included. These are really highly detailed, highly, very, you know, nicely sculpted figures. Great action figures by DC Direct here. And to tell you the truth, I didn't know much about the DC Direct figures. I knew about them, but I never really have had any hands-on experience with any of them. So now is a really cool time to check them out, so I can finally get some experience with some DC Direct stuff, because I am a big DC Comics fan. But here's all your stamps and stuff on the bottom, barcode. But now we can get into looking at the figure itself. I love that, the Green Lantern figure. The emblem on his chest. He's got like this mask, full body suit on with a cape. Really neat. Well, it's not really a cape, it's like a shield on the side of his arm now that I see. His other arm is like a sort of weapon of some sort. You know how they can do that in the Green Lantern. They can use the ring to change their hands into stuff and arms into stuff, so I'm guessing that's what that includes. But there's a look at the armored Green Lantern. Next we have just regular Green Lantern. It's the black, though, or African American version of Green Lantern, and it says, "He may not be the original Green Lantern, but John Stewart proves his worth when all the world superheroes come under attack." So this is John Stewart Green Lantern. And like I said, amazing articulation and sculpting on these figures. The paint looks really good. There's a lantern over there to the right. Really nice. He's even got the power ring on, so really great attention to detail on these figures. But the John Stewart version, not the Hal Jordan version. Hal Jordan, of course, the original. This has a different backing on it because it's from a different series. Like I said, I never had them set up in series. Like I said, this is the first time looking at the packaging, or else I probably would have done that. And you can see up here to the left now, too, you can see Series 7, Series 6. So I guess I can try to go by that by now. But you got Gorilla Grodd there, John Stewart there, Armored Superman, and who is this other guy that they have in this one? Aquaman, Armored Aquaman there. Pretty cool Armored Aquaman. But there's a look at the back. It says the same thing, except you have your different series. So no need to keep looking at the back here. This is actually sculpted by Karen Palenko and James Shoup. So they have different sculptors, but it's all designed by Alex Ross. I love Gorilla Grodd there. So there's a look at those two. Put them back. Next we have the Armored Batman action figure here. You can see it says. This one's really cool. It reminds me of the Batman Beyond figure almost, especially the colors. You can see he has some sort of, I'm not exactly sure what those are up there. It says from the pages of Justice. And then on this side it says, Armored Batman. When Dr. Magnus fashions armor for the Justice League, making them impervious to the mind control worms, Batman helps lead the Knights of Justice into battle. So this is when he led the Knights of Justice. Look at that. It's sick looking. Almost looks like a Darth Vader type helmet. In the face there. Really cool Star Wars like inspired almost, it looks like. Alex Ross does an amazing job. This of course was an Alex Ross design. And on the back here you can see this is the one with the Scarecrow and everybody. So same deal going on there. So Armored Batman. Next we have, oh yeah, he does have it. And it's Armored Aquaman. And look at this. Full body armor. Breathing apparatuses coming off of him. Still the skelly armor as well. Boy, my friend Destructor, he might be interested in grabbing some of these. These are just amazing. I'd like to see what he thinks of them outside the box. And there's the trident in the back there too. So he comes equipped with that as well. Of course, everyone has like a stand in the back, which you can't hardly see back there. You can kind of see it there to the left corner. Says the same thing on the side. This is the Gorilla Grodd. Oh, this is a Series 7 as well. But the write-up on Aquaman here, armored, it says not even the removal of a portion of his brain and the need to wear a special contraption to heal himself can stop Aquaman from finding his kidnapped son. Oh, so they removed a portion of his brain, and he has to wear a special contraption to heal himself. So that's the deal with that. But what a sick look. That's badass. Look at the eyes glow there. Love the way the light hits this thing. This is amazing. So very cool. Next we have... Oh, sorry there, Thaddeus. Trying to be careful with these. There is Brainiac, collector action figure. And what an amazing figure this is. Look at the face sculpt, and he's got the monkey up there too. And it says here, this brilliant alien cyborg is one of Superman's most potent enemies, using his diabolical knowledge of science to terrorize everyone and anything in his path. And I'm not sure of the whole deal on the mind-controlled monkey here. I know about Brainiac, but somebody up me to speed on that one. Maybe Thaddeus can chime in and tell me what that's all about. But it looks like a mind-controlled monkey there, white monkey. But this Brainiac is amazing. Look at the face sculpt on this thing. Just looks so good. This DC Direct stuff is amazing. You can see the hands sculpted there. See if we can get any of the feet. Just amazing. This one actually has different figures on the side because this is a Series 5, an earlier wave. You got the Green Arrow. You got Martian Manhunter, Lex Luthor, Brainiac, and it looks like some version of the Vision there or something going down. Not too sure. Maybe he has that one in here, maybe not. Let's see. What is Series 5? Does it even say here? Brainiac, Lex Luthor. Oh, that's Red Tornado. Okay, so that's Red Tornado. And the Vision is a Marvel character, so I don't know why I said that, but it does look kind of like the Vision there. So sorry on that mess up. Getting my brands mixed up. Okay, next we have Martian Manhunter. And this is the translucent Martian Manhunter. And I'm a huge fan of Martian Manhunter. I actually have an older DC figure of Martian Manhunter that I should have got out for comparison, but I didn't. I also have another Superman too. They're really cool. I've done reviews on them in the past, but this one says, after witnessing the deaths of his wife and daughter on Mars, this powerful superhero fights to preserve peace on Earth with his superpower and his visionary wisdom. You know, they're trying to get at me saying visionary. I just said the Vision, so how ironic. But look at this. Translucent Martian Manhunter. Just amazing. I don't think you can really get the gist of how amazing this figure is here. But just, I love translucent figures, and this is just cool all around. I mean, the way the lighting can hit him from different directions, just amazing. Next, we have two more in this series by Alex Ross. This one is the armored Superman here, collector action figure, and I really like this one. Almost looks like Steel, like the character Steel that Shaq played in the movies. But yeah, from the pages of Justice, this is a Series 7 too. We've already looked at this packaging before, but it says, despite his many powers, the Man of Steel is still susceptible to Dr. Sivana's dangerous mind-controlling worms. But all that changes when Superman slips into the special Metal Men-like armor Doc Magnus makes for him. So Doc Magnus is hooking up the Justice League. Amazing. This is an amazing, amazing figure. Because I'm a sucker for chrome. And I think this is just great. So Armored Superman. And then the last, but not least, the last of this Alex Ross series that I haven't showed off. My favorite of all of them. And it is Gorilla Grodd. If anybody knows, I'm a huge fan of giant gorillas. You can see there I got George and King Kong. So, man, would this fit right alongside them. It'd go great with them. I love Gorilla Grodd. Collector action figure. Just a giant gorilla. Let's see what it has to say about Gorilla Grodd here. It says, now armed with a power ring and the knowledge of the identities of all the members of the Justice League, supervillain Gorilla Grodd is more dangerous than ever. And look at that. So, supervillain Gorilla Grodd. He got a power ring. I wonder if they don't really have any kind of an accessory in here with them, but this is just a heavier overall figure. But an amazing figure nonetheless. Look at the sculpting on this guy. This is the one I definitely would love to have out of the packaging. Or in the packaging, nonetheless. The fangs and everything, the teeth, man. The way the hair sits, the sculpting of the chest and everything, this is amazing. So yeah, there's Gorilla Grodd. So that's enough for the Alex Ross series as we are through those figures. And now let's get into this first appearance line. The first one I'm going to show off here is my favorite of all of them. And these are made to look more like the older style. In my opinion, they look more like older style figures because they are made, you know, in the older sculpt of what they originally looked like. And I love the original Superman. And this reminds me of like those old school original Superman cartoon series. But this is first appearance. It's a Superman collector action figure. This has a different packaging than the rest. You have your DC Direct there. First appearance, Superman to the right. And a picture of Superman up here to the left. And then we have first appearance here. Another DC Direct from Action Comics #1. And this is awesome on the back here. You actually have a picture of Action Comics that he's straight out of. And it says, look, mini comic at first appearance inside. Mini comic of first appearance inside. But also you have Superman in the Wave, Green Lantern, Hawkman, and Robin, all with little write-ups that I'm not going to get too into there. But it says all figures feature multiple points of articulation, includes a base and a mini reproduction of the comic in which the character first appeared. DC Direct introduces a second series of action figures based on the designs from the first appearance. Comic book history comes to life. So this is a great line. Superman, the world's first superhero, made his debut in the 1938's Action Comics #1. So this is what this is depicting. Action Comics #1. And this is my favorite figure, I think, of the entire lot. If, like he said, take one, I would take this one. Put him aside. And next we'll look at first appearance Martian Manhunter. And this is amazing. Like I said, I'm a big Martian Manhunter fan. The sculpting on this face is amazing. I love the look of this guy. Of course, he has pretty much the same packaging, but this one has a different... the rest of these figures have a different look. Like the first appearance logo is different. Because this was a Series 1 figure. And I think, yeah, this is the first series I think that they made. No, this is the second series figure, sorry. But this is a Series 4, and the rest of them are all Series 4 figures. So a Series 2 and Series 4, so that's why they look different. But this is first appearance Martian Manhunter, as I said. Collector action figure, it says there. Just in different writing. As you can see, the packages are basically the same, but a little bit different there. Just wanted to kind of show that off. And on the back, totally different. Because you don't have the big comic book on the back, but you do have write-ups and the other figures that you could get from the line. The Atom, Blue Beetle, Martian Manhunter, Warlord, Blue Beetle Stealth, and Aquaman you could pick up there. And it says, DC Direct continues the line of first appearance action figures with Series 4. A New World in 3D, first appearance. You have your DC Direct logo down to the right. The little write-up here for Martian Manhunter. Finding a Martian Kuru pendant proves to John Jones that he's not the sole survivor of his race, and nothing will ever be the same. It's not John Bones Jones, it's John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. So there's those two. Next we have the Blue Beetle first appearance. And what does it say for his first appearance? It doesn't say a date on his, like it did on the Superman wave. But we do have the Blue Beetle here. Same kind of packaging, but they are in, you know, the colors represent the figure, which is really cool. Like green, and then this has a bluish purple look to it. Because you got the Blue Beetle. So, really nice sculpting on the Blue Beetle, I must say. all around. These are amazing figures. And a little bit about the Blue Beetle back here. As a high school student in El Paso, Jamie Reyes is impatient to grow up. When he finds the mysterious blue scarab, sorry, he is imbued with the powers and technology he struggles to control. And wow, I was terrible on that reading, but sorry. All figures feature multiple points of articulation, include a display base. I've already read all that off. Same old thing. Other figures from the line. Really nice. I like the Blue Beetle. And the next two in the series, we have, first of all, none other than Aquaman. And wow, amazing. Look at this. He's got this sword here. Man, this is just amazing. Look at the look, the chain, the fish scale armor, like chain armor that he wears. The Lord of the Sea here, Aquaman. And let's check it out on the back. When a storm at sea plummets him deep below the waves, Arthur Curry finds that he can communicate telepathically with the creatures of the sea. Prophecy tells of a great warrior, but only time will tell if Arthur is indeed the true Aquaman. So this is Arthur Curry, Aquaman, first appearance, but nonetheless. You can see how it doesn't look much like Jason Momoa. Well, so if that's the only Aquaman you know, Aquaman looked a little different back in the beginning. But unbelievable. And then the next one here is none other than one of my favorites also, the Warlord. I'd say he's like my second favorite in the first appearance line here, because this is just amazing. I'm a fan of barbarians and stuff. They actually did the World of the Warlord comic book line of figures back in the day. But this is the actual first appearance of World of the Warlord, or Warlord. And there he is with his classic helmet on. And it says, on a routine mission, test pilot Travis Morgan mysteriously lands in the land of Scarteries. I don't even know what that says. Held as a warrior savior from the sky, he has no choice but to stay and fight the evil Brahmas and his minions. So sorry on the pronunciations there, but yeah. Warlord in his classic face mask there that you can see is included. Helmet, whatever you want to call it. That makes him look just straight badass. But there he is. Sort of a skull of something on him. And man, this is just amazing sculpt and detail. This is another one that my friend Destructar may be really interested in picking up, because he loves barbarians too. And, you know, we all love those 5.5 inch, you know, barbarian lines from back in the day, like Masters of the Universe, and they made a line very similar to this. Masters of the Universe that had to do with the Warlord. So, let's take a look now at the last figures in this line, and it is none other than the Kingdom Come figures. And just because of the overall story that I want to have my friend Thaddeus kind of explain sometime in a future video, no pun intended, and just the overall just badass look of these figures, I wanted to save these for last. And you can see here that we have Aquaman, and look at the story here on the side before we get into this. First of all, the amazing detail on this. He's got his trident and everything, and you can see it's an older version of Aquaman. It's not young Aquaman, it's an older version that has come back, hence Kingdom Come. And it says, at the dawn of the 21st century, Earth's greatest heroes have gone into retirement. The public turns to a new breed of superhero, committed to cleansing society of all its criminals with methods of terror and violence rather than salvation. And when events finally bring destruction closer to home, the reclusive Superman returns from his self-imposed decade-long exile to bring Earth's true heroes back, unknowingly setting in motion a crisis that could lead to Armageddon. So, yeah, it's an older version. Like it says there, he was in exile for a decade long, And he's bringing all these guys back out, but I'd like to hear more about this story and how it ends or whatever. But it's older versions of the characters that they represent. So this is Aquaman. And on the back here you can see Wave 1. You had Superman, Wonder Woman, Hawkman, and Green Lantern. Wave 2 you had Batman, Shazam, Red Robin, and Flash. Kid Flash. And then you had Deadman, which would be really sweet. The Flash, Magog, and Armored Wonder Woman there. This Magog guy looks cool too, and Deadman looks really neat. Because, you know, I like skulls and skeletons and stuff, but Shazam's cool too. Superman would be sweet to have. He doesn't have the Superman. I don't know if he has any more of these or not, but I'm thinking these are all that he has. The backing of these, you can see like illustrations in there from like pages of the book or graphic novel that this was intended on. Next we have Green Lantern, and look at old Green Lantern with gray hair, and it has the same right up here on the side on the other ones that's on the, but it has different, you know, look at that, different pictures though. So these are different series. Aquaman, not even pictured on the back there. Is he pictured on the back here? No. So, I don't know. But there's the Kingdom Come graphic novel, and it says direct from the pages of artist Alex Ross and writer Mark Waid's best-selling graphic novel. So, a big fan of Alex Ross, and he did Kingdom Come, and he loves his artwork, so hence picking up the Kingdom Come line. So, glad I got the Alex Ross quote in there, as we haven't really looked up there at the back here yet. But it says look for Wave 3 in 2004, see? And then there's this one just kind of says Waves 2 and 3, so nonetheless though, very freaking sweet. I love the look of this guy. So now we are down to two final men on card action figures from this DC Direct collection of my friend, the Action Figure Jedi Thaddeus's DC Direct collection. And here is Hawkman. And is he amazing or what? He's one of the last ones that I wanted to do because I just love the look of this one. And you can see the packaging is much bigger than the other two Kingdom Come figures here. So these are like deluxe versions almost. You can see they stand taller. The figures are the same scale, I believe, but the packaging is just a lot bigger. And I guess it has to, you know, make do for his wings there. But just an overall taller packaging too. So you can see there the difference in height. I love the Kingdom Come logo though. It really sticks out on this. Seems like an older barbaric-like line that you would see back in like the 80s or something. The way that they did the packaging style. But there's an awesome shot of the Hawkman figure here to the right. Oh man, that's really nice. And you know, of course, the same write-up that I already had, but it shows Green Lantern that we already looked at over there, Wonder Woman, and Superman here. And on the back, let's see if we have any different figures. Nope, all the same. It looks like they only released like 3 series of these that I can see here. But of course, you know, the artist Alex Ross, once again. But this is awesome. Amazing figure. Like I said, just get a look at him. The Pharaoh robe type attire. Man, amazing. The wings. This is one of my favorites too. And then last but not least, it is the Dark Knight himself, Batman. So Kingdom Come Batman. Boy, you gotta love this too. Amazing figure. Look at the sculpting and detail on this thing. And he's in this deluxe, like, bigger packaging as well. But of course you have Kid Flash here on the side, Red Robin, and Shazam, which we haven't saw yet. And on this side is an out of the package view of Batman from the Kingdom Come story. The graphic novel by Alex Ross. And on the back here, same figures we've already saw. So it doesn't look like anything changing. But what an amazing figure. Let's get some lighting on him so we can check him out. I love his utility belt there. I love the cowl. and the way the cape kind of molds around him. It almost looks armored. But very, very sweet. Bruce Wayne himself, Batman. But very, very neat. I'm very happy that Thaddeus, aka the Action Figure Jedi, allowed me to check all of this stuff out. All these DC Direct figures that he had in his collection, mint on card. It's been a while, so I'm glad that you stuck with me if you're still with us. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, and give me a like if you like what you saw. If it's your first time viewing, if it's your repeat view, or you're a returning viewer, I appreciate all the support and all the feedback here on my channel, guys, and much more interesting stuff to come from me and the Action Figure Jedi here on the Future Zone. So, till next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this and checking these figures out with me and going through this collection. And until next time, guys, as always, peace out.